Will this be Aaron Rodgers' last season in Green Bay?
No.
No?
It won't. I'm saying no. So I started off this morning. You heard us on the production call.
You?
Off air. I was on the other side of the fence.
Right.
At first, I was like, yes. But then I got to thinking, I got to researching, and I landed at no. Now, First, I have to acknowledge that for this to not be Aaron Rodgers' last season, it would almost have to be a statistical anomaly. What we know about the modern NFL is this. If you draft a quarterback in the first round, they always start their rookie season.
Okay.
All 30 quarterbacks have started in their rookie season that were taken in the first round minus one Jake Locker. So essentially, 29 out of 30 quarterbacks going to start their rookie year, big dog. But Jordan Love didn't.
Right.
So Aaron Rodgers has already broken the mold. He's already contributed to the statistical anomaly, if you will, of keeping a first-round quarterback on the bench. Now, mind you, this first-round quarterback is not just any typical first-round quarterback. The Packers traded up to draft Jordan Love. So Aaron Rodgers has already contributed to a statistical anomaly. But the bigger reason of no is this. If you're the Packers and you looked around, who and what kept you from being in the Super Bowl this year? A 43-year-old Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers is 37 years of age. So you're the Green Bay Packers, and you're thinking to yourself, man, Aaron Rodgers is on the decline. Aaron Rodgers is over the hill. But wait, the person, the team, the character that kept us from reaching our ultimate goal, the person, the team, the character that accomplished the ultimate goal was a 43-year-old Tom Brady. Which leads me to believe, as Packers management or a Packers fan, I might have more than half a decade of quality football, elite football left in our quarterback of Aaron Rodgers. For that reason, Sel, I don't believe that the Packers will move on from Aaron Rodgers. I think they want to. I know they wanted to, but at this point in time, at this junction in time, I don't know how you can.
Man, he gone. I ain't even going to take all that time, be as eloquent as you. He gone. I hope that cashes a check. I hope Fox is happy. He gone. Man, these switcheroos they trying to run on Aaron Rodgers multiple times. Thank God Aaron Rodgers has a spidey sense, and he can see it coming. And he like, oh, I got the hammer right now, so I'm about to swing it. And that's what you have to do in any situation of leverage. But you know me, before I get serious, I got to have my joke. Nice haircut. Okay, turn to the side, though. How old are you?
You know I got my 2 stripes.
What is that? What is Chris Cross coming back? Chris Cross got a new album?
I come out with my educated vernacular, but I still keep it young and spicy. You know
okay, you do. And I see those knuckles ashy, though. You know why? Because this morning you was on this side of the fence, you climbing the fence, messing your knuckles up. Bro, why you switch on this one? This one was too easy. All right, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. You gave me great statistics that support Aaron Rodgers being in Green Bay beyond this year.
Yes, sir.
But the greatest statistic you didn't mention is the fact that Aaron Rodgers was a first-round quarterback himself. And as a first-round quarterback, he didn't start. But did he succeed? A legend, a living legend, and a future Hall of Famer. Yes, he did. And history repeats itself, especially in Green Bay when they have like 47 owners or some board of directors, because they don't really have an owner and it's public ownership. And it just runs differently out there. One, they're working from the mindset and the premise that we're not going to be able to attract, as a free agent, the top quarterback probably. This is the market, just being real. Every player in the NFL always says, I ain't trying to play in Green Bay until Green Bay says, here's the money. And that's the only thing that lures players there. But a top quarterback, their mindset is we have to draft them, and draft them early, but also give them an opportunity to blossom. It's the same thing that happened with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. It's the same thing happening now with Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers. Let's get to this right now. Don't know why you switched sides. Don't know why you didn't trust your gut. Intuition is greater than cognitive thought. I told you. Neurological response, 6 million times faster to feel something. The gut is telling me something going on versus the mind saying, I think, with my 2 stripes, I think there's something going on. You should have trusted yourself. Here's the switcheroos that I was talking about. These suckers try to say, hey, Aaron, come here. You know, we did draft Jordan Love in your position, but you know what? That was just, as a protection. I mean, you just got to get the best player available. Aaron, like, that ain't what you do when you know we're in the NFC Championship game and all we need is more weapons to get over that hump. You go draft in my position? Okay, I'm listening, but I'm not hearing y'all. Now, after that, they try to switcheroo and convert a roster bonus into a signing bonus to add more cap money to his contract going forward, making it easier to get rid of him going forward. And Aaron Rodgers thought about it and was like, nope, not at all. Unless you give me assurances, unless you give me money that contributes to me staying here longer, why would I have that short-term fix in your favor, not my favor? Two switcheroos right there. And here's the worst part. The general manager, what's his name? Gutekunst? Sound like some good sausage. Gutekunst, he says, I don't have to do a lot of reassuring to Aaron Rodgers. His play speaks for itself. Sorry, Mr. General Manager. Your actions are speaking so loudly, I can't hear your words you just said right there. You drafted Jordan Love, but you saying Aaron Rodgers' actions speak for itself. You come up to him and try to convert his money so that it could be detrimental to him going forward, but his actions speak louder than anything. How about upstairs your actions speak louder than anything and give the man, the MVP, some real assurances?
You said MVP, so let's acknowledge the MVP status. The last sentence of what you said is exactly why Aaron Rodgers will still be on the Packers long after this next season.
How?
MVP. So look historically in the NFL at MVPs. Any player that has won an MVP award, the best player over the course of the regular season in the National Football League, has always stayed on that team beyond the next 2 seasons.
I give you that.
You can go Joe Montana. He stayed on the team. Injury derailed him. That's why he moved in 3 seasons. Look at Kurt Warner. He stayed on the Rams. Injury derailed him. That's why he moved in 3 seasons. Look at Steve McNair. He stayed on the Titans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Injury derailed him. That's why he moved to the Ravens 3 seasons later, the late Steve McNair. So MVPs always stay on their teams for at least, at a minimum, 2 more seasons. Everybody at home is probably thinking, well, what about Tom Brady? Again, he was on the Patriots for 2 more seasons before busting a move. So those 3 letters, MVP, is the other reason why Aaron Rodgers is going to be on the Packers long after next season. But I also have to submit this because I thought of this as you were talking. You challenged me. It's what I love about this show. You make me think, Colin brought it up, you brought it up. Well, what about the fact that Aaron Rodgers took over for Brett Favre, even after Brett Favre was 13-3. What about that? Well, the first thing I would submit was that was 15 years ago. It's a different day and age right now in the NFL. But I think the more important thing we have to submit, your quarterback needs to be able to compete against the times. Aaron Rodgers was young. Who was winning Super Bowls back in the early 2000s, in the 2000s to the 2010s? A young Tom Brady, a young Peyton Manning, a young Drew Brees. Who's winning Super Bowls and in Super Bowls right now? Still an old Tom Brady.
I'm about to say still Tom Brady.
Still an old Tom Brady.
Right.
You still have an older Peyton Manning if you go back 5 years. You had a Matt Ryan in his 9th year in the NFL.
Matt Ryan winning Super Bowl?
Went.
Oh, okay. Woo.
No, he went.
Hell no.
Not get it twisted. 28-3 now. But you still have older quarterbacks. So back then, you needed a young Aaron Rodgers because you was looking, a young Peyton Manning. A young Tom Brady. A young Drew Brees. But now you're looking and saying, an old Tom Brady. Wait a second. We go back 5 years. That was an old Peyton Manning. Wait a second. That was an older Matt Ryan. So why can't our 37-year-old Aaron Rodgers compete against the current times? When you want to look at that old school comparison, one, it is old school because 15 years in the NFL is a long time. But more importantly, old quarterbacks are winning right now. The NFL is a copycat league. If your 43-year-old Tom Brady can win, my 37-year-old Aaron Rodgers can win. And that has to be where the Packers go to, and that's where the Packers will lean to.
Man, I can't go there with you. It's funny, we go to the same place so often, but we just take different routes.
I'll take the highway. You go to the
highway. I take the alley. Well-lit Boulevard. Anyone? If it ain't got 4 stoplights on it, you ain't traveling that street.
No, sir.
That's you.
No,
Me, I don't give a damn. Dirt road, anything. I'm going to scuff up these Nikes. Okay, we're here, though. We're at the same place. We finally got there. Here's the thing. You used 15 years ago, and you use it in a different context. The climate back then was to sit quarterbacks.
That's true as well.
Sit starters.
That is true.
Like wait for him to start first round, develop, take it in, internalize it, right?
Very true.
And Aaron Rodgers had to wait 3 years, but he was behind a future Hall of Famer and a living legend. 3 years. Now you look at the climate. What is it? Urgency. Get him out there. That's why I don't give a damn if you're MVP or not. Like they didn't give a damn that Brett Favre was 13-3. They were like, your turn. And this is how it went. Since I went the hood and the alleyway, as you say, this is how this is really going down. In 2005, they drafted Aaron Rodgers, and Brett Favre was there, and he had his worst season ever. You want to know why? because they were like, hey, Aaron Rodgers, we're going to jump you into this gang. Well, welcome to Green Bay, homeboy. Go whoop Brett Favre's butt every single day in practice. Brett Favre had his worst season up to date because he just couldn't handle it. Whatever reason, he was looking over his shoulder at Aaron Rodgers every day, darting. Because Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick, but he dropped in that same draft. Remember that. So all of a sudden, Brett Favre finally gets his gathering and he gathers himself and he starts to become Brett Favre again. And even though his worst year was the year they drafted Aaron Rodgers, no urgency to play him. Think about that. And then 2 years later, when he's balling again, they say, that's it. Got to go. Huh? Make that make sense. So now you're in a situation where, this is funny, they draft Jordan Love, and they said, go whoop up on Aaron Rodgers every day in practice. Aaron Rodgers looked at him, shut up, Jordan Love. I'm the MVP right here. And Jordan Love couldn't do what Aaron Rodgers was able to do to Brett Favre. But guess what's going to happen? The same result. They're just going to make it happen by the cap numbers, by the dynamic upstairs, instead of just by performance. Because by performance, we wouldn't have seen Aaron Rodgers in 2008. But by performance, we shouldn't see Jordan Love maybe ever. But they're going to make it happen because that's what they want to happen.
Let me say this, and at this point, you're right. We end up typically at a similar destination, but we take different routes.
Yep.
I think the Packers are going to have to choose between the prideful wrong answer or the humble right answer. And I think most men have probably been in this situation before. You're choosing between a prideful wrong answer and a humble right answer. You're sitting in the car with your kids, and your children are like, wait, Dad, you're going the wrong direction. You're sitting in the car with your significant other, and she's like, wait, honey, are you sure you're going the right direction? Yeah, I know where I'm going. You don't really know where you're going, but for you to acknowledge that you don't know where you're going means you have to take the humble right answer. Or you can say, yeah, I know where I'm going. Be quiet, son. Be quiet, daughter. I know where I'm going. And take the prideful wrong answer and end up getting lost. The Green Bay Packers, the prideful wrong answer would be to play Jordan Love and move on from Aaron Rodgers much more quickly. You traded up to draft him. So now you will look dumb if you continue to walk in line with your error.
There we go.
But the humble right answer would be to say, you know what? I made a mistake. We made a mistake. We shouldn't have drafted Jordan Love as soon, as quickly, nor as early as we did because Aaron Rodgers is still good. If the Packers can choose the humble right answer, which they should, they will be on the proper track. My fear, though, is like several individuals, specifically men at times, we will choose a prideful wrong answer because we all know the wrong answer is to move on from Aaron Rodgers sooner than later and move to Jordan Love.
Man, I'm going to highlight that again. Prideful wrong, humble right answer. You know why that's so well said? It's because it applies to this situation and a lot of situations that seem confusing to us. As my grandmother once said, the truth is simple and lies are complex. This is a complex situation because a lot of lies are being told. And Aaron Rodgers is starting to catch him on these lies and using his leverage against the Green Bay Packers organization. The NCAA women's weight room situation was another one that seemed a little perplexing to people. It's like, how could you let this happen? And I'm going to tell you why. I listen to an emotionless conversation that happens in this world all the time. And a lot of people can't. And I understand you can't and I can. Oh, well, I'm not better than you. You're not worse than me. But money makes the world go round. I know West Side Connection said gangsters make the world go round, but that was just in L.A. But the rest of the world, money makes the world go round, big dog. And it's just so funny when people try to have all these other conversations, whether it's ism this, ism that, ism that. Or they try to say, oh, well, you know, Jordan Love is, you know, he wasn't supposed to be available. We had to move up because he was transcendent. Or, oh, you know what? Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick, but he fell to 24. You know what it really was? We could get us a cheap, good quarterback, and we can play that forward. Aaron Rodgers over here, top 5 in salary. Let's get something comparable. We know worse, but comparable in growth and could blossom for the cheap. All underlining that is money. Money makes this situation go around. That's why they try to convert his bonus. Aaron Rodgers is not trying to hear that stupid stuff. I remind Aaron Rodgers, though, be careful, big dog, because all the GOATs, all the greats find themselves wearing different uniforms. You brought up Joe Montana. How'd that end up? You could talk about Tom Brady right now. How'd that end up? Look at other GOATs in positions. Jerry Rice, he stopped wearing. How many uniforms did he end up wearing? Emmitt Smith, Bruce Smith, Reggie White, wherever you want to go. Deion Sanders, like, damn. Greatness is not enough, man. That money conversation gets lost a lot of times when you talk about greatness. Only Lawrence Taylor, I was like, who was great and didn't have to switch? Lawrence Taylor and Barry Sanders, because Barry Sanders like, tap out. I ain't gonna let this happen to me. Point being, this conversation centers around money. Aaron Rodgers right now has the hammer, but for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
That's exactly right. The last thing I'm gonna say, Stella, is this: if you're already close to opening up the door with the keys, don't try to go and try to access another door. Right? Like, you show up to you, and this happened to me recently. I showed up to my door with the keys, and I'm trying to figure out which key will open up the door.
Hold on. It's your house and it's your key, but you don't know which one?
New house.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, where you been? I've been getting money. What up? You been?
So I'm like, wait, let me try to go through another door. But the fact of the matter is, I already had everything I needed. I just needed to fidget with the right keys to get into the door. The Packers, you already have everything you need with Aaron Rodgers. You're at the door. You're knocking on the door. You've been to a conference championship game the last 2 years. Only other team is the Chiefs. And the Chiefs have a Super Bowl and another Super Bowl appearance. Don't try to go back, access another door with another quarterback, because that's just going to be a longer route to the same objective destination of success. End of the day, Packers, you know what to do.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers is not Emmanuel Acho. Suspect scene in the back. Brother out here fidgeting with keys and different doors, back door. You better be careful out there. Call your boy next time.
I'm Beverly Hills adjacent. I'm not in Beverly Hills. Adjacent.
Even worse.